All right. Welcome everyone to the ETR podcast.
Yeah.
So we thought today, as you would have seen by the title of the video, we have a channel update. We're thinking that we did go over a little bit in our last video, but we figured who the fuck was going to watch it to the end. So we'll give you a quick update now. As of the new year, Jane and I are planning on going weekly videos to help us with the good old YouTube algorithm. Because releasing fortnightly, we're just getting lost in the chaos that is YouTube. And to coincide with that and to actually have material to talk about, we figured that we'd not so much break it up into segments, but add a few more segments rather than just me and Jane talking shit.
Yeah.
So you want to give us a rundown on what we're going to do, mate?
Well, you've got the sheet of paper still. We're going to be doing like is it a reaction or is it? I don't think it's a reaction. I think we're just going to be looking at local metal bands.
Review or reaction?
Yeah, review reaction. But we're going to be looking at more Australian heavy metal bands as a whole, and then each state. So we might do an episode of just Victoria, and then New South Wales, and so on and so forth. So rather than just strictly going on Perth bands or international bands, we'll still talk about that, but there'll be more emphasis on Australia-wide heavy metal, which will be cool.
And not only that, it might also be, there might be a new song from one of our favourite bands come out, so we might give a reaction to that. There might be some fucking random trash band fucking pop shit that we go, let's check it out and see how shit it is.
Yeah.
Could be anything.
Yeah.
Also, we're planning on getting in at least one guest a month to help bring more awareness of either local metal community, or they don't even have to be metal dudes. I mean, we had the Burger Freak on the other week. Well, I say the other week, it was fucking months ago now. But it could be anything. Interview anyone that we feel like fucking talking to. What else, mate?
We're going to be doing a try video where we try different shit.
Yes.
That's going to be interesting because the last one we done was we tried Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
So that
we
was
tried the sampler back in episode 15 or last episode. But yeah, not only that, so we've covered that, and then we'll just have the general shit talk like we do. Talking about random bands we like, or it could be talking about movies, it could be talking about fucking anything. Whatever comes to mind at the time. And so that is the hopeful future of the channel.
That will be the future of the channel. Might help us get a bit
more of a following. What's that, mate?
I said that will be the future of the channel. No, hopeful.
It will be, yes.
It will be the future.
But we're hoping that will help us with our following, build the channel a bit, and also better production. We've got to sort out these cameras because this fucking GoPro, we have nothing but issues with it.
And sort out the audio issues that we had.
Yes, audio issues too. That should all be fixed now that we've got the right microphones for the podcast gear. Also, different camera angles, hopefully. Make it a bit flasher.
That'd be good.
And maybe some production magic on the old video editing.
Yeah.
See how fancy we can get.
We might even buy some...
make it a bit more enjoyable.
We might even buy some tripods for a camera so we don't have to keep chucking it up on boxes. And stands. Random shit.
Might be getting a bit too flash then, mate.
Yeah, probably.
I've got my camera currently sitting on a fucking spray can. Yes.
If it works, it works.
Exactly. And we're going to try and make our presence known more on social media because we understand that as much as me and Gene both fucking hate social media, it is the way to get our voices out there, I suppose you'd call it that way. So yes, a few changes in the new year. Hopefully for the better.
Should be good.
We'll fucking see.
Should be good. We'll have two more episodes after this to close out the year, won't we? We'll have We'll have one more.
It'll be Christmas before we know it, mate.
One more, and then we'll do a Christmas special where we get blind drunk and listen to heavy metal, drinking eggnog.
Fucking why not? With stupid Santa hats on.
That's all right.
But yes.
Did you want to have a chat about that gig we went to?
Yes.
The Friday 13th gig.
It feels like it was last week, but it's now fucking 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I was saying that to you yesterday. It felt like it was only last Friday we were at that gig and getting fucking rat shit drunk with a Burger Freak.
It was all good until the Burger Freak got there.
Yeah.
Then it went downhill real quick.
Soon as the
Because I mean, me and you had been drinking we'd been drinking the fucking that whiskey shit before we even got to the gig. Then when we got to the gig, we're just drinking. What did they have? Maker's Mark, I think it was, because they didn't have Jack's.
yeah, we started on Jack's.
drinking that, we're
couldn't
doing
finish on it.
fine.
So
And then
we were doing alright. We got there. We were just
Old mate
drinking
guy.
regular mixes of Maker's Mark. Just one shot with a little bit of
Yeah.
Coke and some ice, and then Burger Freak comes along. There's a shot of Fireball, and there's
yeah,
next thing you know, there's doubles.
double shot
double,
drinks
double.
all around with fucking Fireball shots.
It was a hectic 3 hours that he was there. But it was,
Yeah, he wasn't feeling too well the next day. I think
Oh.
you took a couple of days to recover after that night.
took me a couple of days to recover. I went for a run on Monday and I still felt like shit. That was
I drove home in the morning and had a mate's birthday and just went and got back on the piss.
yeah, but you don't get hangovers. You're
I
lucky.
remember I sent you through a photo and you're like, you crazy cunt, are
Yeah.
you seriously on the piss again? It's like, yeah, fucking why not?
Sitting there drinking. Fuck, I can't do that.
But yes.
I think I
But
I
no,
had
it
a
was,
drink Monday and I
um,
was alright, but I wasn't drinking on the weekend after that night.
Yeah, no, that very next day I was drinking. Well, essentially still that day because we didn't get home till what, 4 o'clock or some shit.
Yeah, 4 in the morning.
And then by, what was it, 10, 11, whatever time I got home, I fucking started drinking again.
Jeez.
But, yeah, no, it was a fucking great gig, Friday the 13th. Was it the Rechabite or
Rechabite.
the Rechabit, some shit like that?
Say Wrecker.
Fucking sick
Bite.
venue, Rechabite.
Rechabite. That was a
It
good
was
venue.
a fucking awesome venue. That stage area, especially the decor, that's my lounge room essentially, skulls and shit. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Only thing I'm missing from my lounge room is flamethrowers.
Yeah.
But and girls dancing in cages.
There was some interesting
But,
in between acts that they had there.
Yes, interesting is a bit of a fucking understatement,
There's a
mate.
lot of fire
More
acts.
than fucking
A lot of
interesting.
fire acts. And one dude in a unicorn mask, I think he said, and he was like naked or almost naked. He's wearing trunks, and he was just like dancing around with ramen noodle, dripping it all over his body and getting sensual with it. It was interesting.
And then he done the sauce. He done the sauce all over
Yeah.
his body, and then
And
fucking
then he picks up the noodles
rubbed
and
the noodles together and ate it.
yeah, I couldn't get over that when I saw him reach down and pick him up.
Ah.
And I've got video of that. I sent it to a mate. They didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Fucking unreal.
It was good.
But it was interesting. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
But the very very good sound in that place too.
yeah, brilliant sound. Probably better than like most
That's,
metal gigs are at amplifier these days, and that's horrible in there. The sound quality.
Mm. Have you been to the a gig at the Boston yet?
Boston.
The sound quality in there is shit house. Because
Oh.
the stage is set up like a triangle, so all the fucking sounds just crossing over each other.
Yeah, the Rosemount has really
But,
good sound as
um,
well because it's a very straight venue. It's not an awkward shaped venue, so the noise bounces pretty
I
well.
haven't been there in fucking ages.
It's
Good old
changed.
Rosemount.
It's changed since
been a long time.
I think we were there. We saw a couple of bands, and there was sort of like a corner stage, but it's all been gutted completely. And sort of the bars off to the side, right hand side as you walk in, and it's just got a massive stage down the other end. It's actually huge
Oh,
now.
sweet.
Yeah, they gutted everything out of it. So that's actually a really good venue. That's where Powerman 5000 were going to play before COVID hit, and that shut it down.
Yep.
But Powerman 5000 were going to be there. We were heading to see it. I think they've also booked there next year, assuming they can get into the country.
Yep.
But yeah, the Burger Freak and I went to a gig there, and that was fucking amazing audio. And that's where he first saw Bayview Suspect, and he said they're fucking killer. And
They were
every
tight as fuck at that gig.
the Friday 13th
the-
gig, yeah.
I was about to say on the weekend that the last gig.
Yeah, I think they were too low on the bill. They shouldn't have been. Like we got there at 8. I think it started at 7. So they were probably the second band.
No, they were the openers.
Oh, they were the openers. Oh shit, they shouldn't have been opening
Yeah, because
unless the
no,
unless the singer has a curfew or they have night jobs or something.
I think it's like last time they done a similar thing. I can't remember which gig it was, but they did a similar thing another time. And I said to Jesse, why is Bayview so low down, being that they're such a well-known band? And he just said, oh, look, it was because they wanted to give an opportunity for all the other blokes to sort of get in the higher spots and whatever else. So that's good on them, you know, because
Yeah.
I mean they've been in the game for a fucking long time,
Making room for
and
younger
it's
bands.
good that at least they don't have the ego of going, well, fuck you, we're the fucking headliners here. They're happy just to go, yeah, we'll open for you boys, fucking give it a shot, and then we'll all go get pissed or whatever they do after.
Yeah.
So it was fucking good. But we had who else was there? So we had Baby Suspect, then Eviscerus, then was it As Light Decays? I think they were called, the dudes in the masks. And then Cage the Hate, Wrath of Fenrir, Tempest Rising.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm missing anyone out, but if I am, I apologise. But yeah, it was good fucking night in general. Good sound, good fucking bands, and I finally got some merch with the Eviscerus logo on it, which was that fucking I should have fucking worn it today. The like the sort of the gig shirt, but it must be Asian sizing because I got an XL and it's fucking too small.
Yeah.
Yeah, XL it was. It's too small for me.
Yeah.
So I should have got a double XL, but you don't know these things until you try it on. But yeah, no, sick gig. I'm looking forward to more gigs there if they have more gigs there, especially with that stage and the show and shit. I mean, they had like fucking flamethrowers on the side of the stage, or would you call them flamethrowers? Like pyrotechnics coming out the top of the cages. And then that fire act later on, they came out after Tempest Rising finished. Did I mention Tempest Rising before? I think I did. But they closed the night anyway. And yeah, after they finished, that dude and his girlfriend or whoever she is, the partner in the fire act, come out fucking giving it all this Rammstein style with the fucking big flamethrowers. It's fucking sick.
I don't remember a lot of it.
When
I get to a certain point of that night and I don't remember it.
That's same with Guy. When we're chatting to Guy when we got that burger, he said, yeah, he doesn't remember a lot of it. It's like fucking hell. But yes, big night.
It was a good night. It was a big night as well.
But yeah, we just thought we'd make this a quick one, guys. Anyway, to give you a bit of an update and say how good that gig was. And I think next week I started to make a list. Me and Gene decided that we'd give it a shot. Checking out some more local bands, but we're going to do a band from each state, picked at random. Gene doesn't know what bands. Essentially, I'm picking the bands. I'll give them to him. He'll pick a random song. So, in a sense, a bit of a mystery for both of us. But it should be good, and I'm looking forward to it.
No, it should be good to discover new music because, to be honest, I'm not hearing a lot of new stuff, even internationally. There's a lot of bands internationally. There's not much that I'm sort of digging at the moment. There's not much I'm going to listen to, but if there's some good Australian bands out there that can make a playlist, then I'm happy to expand and spend time finding them. That's the one thing I actually think is strange about Australia is like over in the States, everyone. I just think there's a bigger metal following over in the US and through Europe, so it's probably easier for LA bands to be heard in the East Coast. So West Coast to East Coast is whereas over here it's very isolated. Like I know Perth's on the opposite side of the country, but there's Sydney bands that I've never heard of that are doing quite well. Like I don't know why their music isn't at least over here, even if they don't tour or do gigs or anything.
Whoa. That's the thing though, touring in the States, they just get in a fucking truck or whatever or a bus and they just go bang, bang, bang. Let's do a fucking 10 to 20 state trip for a tour.
Yeah.
Whereas over here, what do we got? WA, you do
Perth,
Bunbury, Perth, and maybe somewhere up north, I'm not sure. And then over east, we're very spread out in Australia. So
we're too spread out. We just don't have I get that we don't have a population, but I understand the touring aspect. But for bands like when we spoke to Solom, he'd been in the eastern states and done a bit of a few shows over there, a bit of a tour. But it's like, I can't speak for whether or not it did happen. But did any of that music come back with him that he listened to? Was there any word of mouth? These guys, or was it just? That's what I mean. Like,
no doubt they all keep in contact.
Yeah. But like,
because
what I mean is like no one
opportunities for when them boys come over here.
Yeah, but what I mean is like no one else is hearing about it, sort of thing. So I want to. My goal would be to open up the community in Australia for heavy metal and just try and get as many bands known in each state as we can, and try and really push that.
Well, that'd be good. That's why, yeah, we had the thought that we'll pick some bands from the different states and go from there, and just might even make it a regular thing, whether we do it monthly or something. Because it'll be good to discover new music anyway. Because I mean, me and you are as bad as each other.
Yeah.
In the sense of we're still listening to the same shit we were listening to 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
But it doesn't help that that's because that's the good shit, and there's not a great deal of what would be classed as good in a sense music coming out from our favourite bands that we've been listening to since we were kids.
Yeah.
Which I understand, everyone's musical style changes and fucking whatever. But I know I'm looking forward to a rebirth or a new awakening in a sense to discover some new music. It'll be fucking good.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely needs to broaden the horizon on the music channel.
Yes,
I'm stuck in my old ways of just listening to everything that I used to listen to in high school. So, and the bands that I used to listen to, they're bringing out music now that I'm not too keen on. So I definitely need something new because you do get sick of. I'm sure old people get sick of listening to Black Sabbath at some point. So I'm going to get sick of listening to the same shit I've been listening to at some point as well.
I know people like my parents that are still listening to the same shit that they're probably listening to when they were kids.
That's probably because they turn on
But
the radio.
they have also then... No, like a lot of blues stuff and all that. But then also it's funny because now, you know, like saw Dad the other day and he's got Lamb of God cranking in his car.
Yeah.
So he's moved on and found new things, but he found that through me and my brother. I think as heavy as Mum went was we got her into Metallica. But yeah, you know, and I can see myself being that old fucking 60-year-old granddad showing my grandchildren fucking, you know, Slipknot's debut album or fucking the Trivium Ascendancy album or whatever else. And it's just music I love. I'll keep listening to it. But that's why it will be good to find some new music, especially local acts.
Yeah.
Or when I say local, Australian acts. And it'll be good because, like we talked about before we recorded this as well, it'll be good in the sense of then we'll recognise names of bands that we might go, oh, fuck, we listened to these on episode fucking whatever. These guys were sick. The borders are open. They're coming over to Perth. Let's go see these cunts play.
Yeah.
Or if we're ever over east for whatever reason.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, oh, fuck yeah, that band's playing. Go check out a gig.
Yeah.
But, yes. So, we have plans, people.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I might wrap it up there because I just want to make it a quick one. And, yeah. Thank you for watching.
Easy
all
as.
that good shit.
Easy.
Like, subscribe, all that. And, yeah, we look forward to bringing you more content in the new year.
Sure.
And hopefully you lot enjoy it.
Yeah.
Tell your friends.
Yeah.
Fucking all that shit.
Yeah. Tell a friend. Friends listen for free.
All right, cheers, guys.
All right.
Have a good one. Catch us.